So that if the manager have made the criteria, now we say that okay, whatever be the system, the policy system get changed, the policies change, the equipments change, the technology change, they will do everything. There is no problem for that one. Now if the manager have made the criteria or all the criteria, then means for doing good work, it means I provide the equipment, good quality equipment, standard equipment, latest equipment. I provide the policies, good policies towards the workers, towards the operators, and all the people who is working there. I make a good system. Everything I make it. Does it mean that now you will get 100% efficiency, 100% output? There should not be any single defect, product or service. Then again, the answer is no. We can't say it is a zero defects. So there is also a certain errors are there, and that error we will talk, and that error is related to the operator, and we can say it is operator controllable errors. So it can be controlled by a worker itself. Okay, but again the subject to condition, and again it is linked up with we call it is to the management. Let's see how. If the managers have made the criteria, then that means not good work. Okay, so we can say that why isn't this always the case? Why we are not saying it is a fulfill? The reason being, again it is given by the juror. So he dismisses as a falsy the zero defects moment. We not say there is a zero defects. It is not possible. But yes, we can try to achieve that one. When we say it is not possible, it doesn't mean that we can't achieve. Yes, we can. But for that one, we need to have again a smoothly system. They have to togetherly work. Okay. So here we can say the zero defects moment that assume that all the humans error could be abolished if proper motivation were applied. Now we can make the zero defects on the basis of a motivation given to the people. This is very important because you will not score 100 out of 100 in a paper. But if you get a motivation, if you get a motivation, then definitely it will be how you will get a good result, 100% mass in a particular subject. That can be happened by the motivation. Motivation is very very important. What we call the energy or the power, and that motivations can be get from anywhere. It might be from your parents, it might be from your teacher, it might be from your friends, from anywhere. Okay, so here we can say the when we talk about the operator controllable defects, that defects is by the human beings, and there are the we categorize the three errors are there. Okay, the one error we call it is a inadvertent error. Second, it is a technique error, and the third one it is a willful error. Now we talk about the operator. Operator means what? The people who is working. Okay. Now it is not we talk about a top management one. Now we are talking about the people who is working, the employee, not the employer. Okay. Now in this case, as we see here, there is the three errors: inadvertent errors, technique errors, and willful errors. So one by one we will look about it. When we talk about the inadvertent errors, it means the errors comes from the worker's inability to maintain the attention. Now, it is called a concentration. Just like always, I would like to give the example that when there is the examination comes near to you, and it's very late, you can understand the derivation, understand the theory, which you even before the 1 month before you read that part, but you are unable to understood that paragraph. But when the examination near to you, that time what happened, concentration is so high that you can easily understood that concept and derivation. So here the attention is very very important, and that is the part of the workers. It is not even 100% concentration. Okay, then what happens? There will be the error, and that is again by error, and that can be controllable. It can be controllable. Now, on the basis of let's look what exactly going on in his mind. This is very important. Many times you might be see we are not properly give the attention to the class or to the assignments or whatever be the work is given. by the teachers. And the reason behind is just because somewhere we are something is going wrong in our life, and because of that one we are unable to concentrate. Okay, the errors are unintentional. We are not saying it is an intentional error. It is by default there is some problem, and there is some another thinking in his mind, and because of that one he will not able to just to concentrate to their work. Unwitting and unpredictable, we cannot predict that things. Okay, many times you might be see that your friends are very good in a study, but in the last moment of examinations he is not able to concentrate. So we can say it is unpredictable. Okay, so randomness, we can say it is a randomness, that is the error. The bulk of remedies lie in a full proofing the system that only the management can change. When we talk about the the employees point of view, so how we can give the more how we can increase the concentration of the worker, it is in the hand of the management. So he has to give a motivation. The managers just talk with him, what is the problem, what is the problem, and if he get the or if the worker says this is the my problem, and then he will, maybe the manager will give the solution. Just like when we talk about mentee and mentors, many times you are facing a problem, then the mentor will give the some idea about it, how to come out from that problem, and so that we can concentrate. Okay, the same thing is here. The technique error, now this technique error just because of the inadequate training. Okay, so here we can say the techniques error are arised because of the workers lack some essential techniques, the skills or knowledge needed to the prevent the error. Many times in manufacturing the defects are happening, and to give the defective product. They are typically unintentional, specific, consistent, and unavoidable. This technical error is very different one, because when you are have knowledge of a particular operating system or the particular things, then it is unintentional. It is not by intentionally he is doing. Then the specific, this is one problem. Consistent, many times it is continuously happening, and unavoidable, we can't avoid. So remedies for it, so here often require the discovery or differences of techniques which represent the beneficial knack, the produces superior results and training. So here what we do, we need to give the training to the people, we need to motivate the people, and we need to improvise the things whatever the error he had, so that the errors we need to have to we have to overcome that one by giving the adequate training. So for 1 month 2 months you are giving a training how to operate the equipment, and that time he definitely he is hands on that particular the machinery, and then he will not give any defective product on that one. We can both the inadvertent errors, technique errors. Usually workers cannot find the reasons for defects. Many times the person who is working in that particular machinery equipment, he is no don't know why, what is the problem, why this is the defects are happening. Many times you might be see that the our mistakes we will not get. Even when you are writing the assignment you will not see any mistake, but when the teacher just look out that portion, and then he say, oh, this is there is a mistake, that can be say. So we can't see the defects, or we can't see what is the problem in us, but the other person, he definitely he will give the suggestion that yes, this is the deficiency in you, you need to improvise the things. That's why the teachers, the worker of the teacher always see the deficiency. Always you might be, many times you might be think that why the teacher always find the mistakes, because it is their job. They, if they find the mistake, that's why you can improvise. If they can't find the mistake in you, then what happened, you will not improvise, the same error will be continue. Okay, so therefore they will be keep on doing what they have been doing. So ultimately the defect they continuously do it, just like when you are properly not write a spelling of a certain thing, then you continuously write it the spelling of temperature temp and give the dot, but you are not writing the total the word the full spelling of the temperature. and that is the behind, just because that is the defect, and you continually do that one just because none of the people, the teacher is find that defects. Okay, so here we need to have adequate training given to the worker so that he can improvise the things. And the lastly, it is a willful errors. A willful errors is by the worker, or the intentional, we can say the intentional and the persistent, and that can be again happen just because of certain things is not given. Just like many times you might be see that you become a student and you are paying a fees, and intentionally sometimes you break the certain things just because you want to recover the fees. That is the some of the students. I am not say all the students doing the same thing, but yes, that is the mentality. The same mentality is to the workers. When the managers is not responding properly, or some anger on by the managers to the workers, that time what happened? He will give the defective product. He just manufactured the defective product, and that is by the willful. It is by the intentional. Okay, now this is can be shift from shifting the priorities. So we can say there's willingness error can be minimized by just having the certain errors. The managers can be communicate with the person and properly, if he motivate, and then if he solve the or resolve the problem, then definitely he will not do the things. So willful error is again in the hands of the management. So the management can be management should talk with the workers and all. Then definitely it will be good thing. So here there are some examples are given, just like a worker hiding the scrap because the managers are using the scrap figure to blame. So the many times the manager blaming of the scrapping the material. So what he do? He just hiding that one. But that time he's not getting the effects. But afterward, definitely it will happen. Okay, so these are the what we call the willful errors. Posting the production scores and not quality scores. So this is the important part, production score. Okay, many times we need to have a more number of the products to be manufactured, and because of that one we are neglecting the quality of it. Okay, just like when there is any festival season, and that time the goods or the product is very high in demand, it is on a high peak. So that time what we were not thinking about the quality, we just go for the production of it, means the quantity. Okay, because of that also these are the things are happening. Okay, and for this one, the remedies, now we need to know the what is the remedies. The remedies are what? So even for operator controllable errors, improvement will only come from the management working on the system. So though the error is by operator, but till it is the controllable errors by a management system, by giving the motivations, by giving the training and other factors, so that it will be a zero defective product that you will get from the industry. Okay, so this is all about the quality improvement, and the section that is operator controllable defects and management controllable defects.